Hola, sean bienvenidos a Noticias Tss. Hola, yo soy Mr. Creeper y ahora les traigo las noticias referente a Minecraft desde la Snapshot 21W06A o B, como quieran decirle, y los videos que ha publicado Mojang. Así que sin más, comencemos. Bueno, iniciaremos hablando sobre el Snapshot 21W05A o como sale aquí, B. Hay un par de errores corregidos, también hay unas nuevas funciones en la Snapchat 21W05A, aunque no entiendo por qué me aparece a mí como si fuera 06, pero es 05, así que continuemos. Hay nuevas funciones como por ejemplo vallas de cueva y vallas luminosas, que son las vallas que iluminan. Drift Blade, el musgo, flor de esporas, que es la que tira unas esporas de color verde. También hay como un par de cambios en la Snapshot 21W05A y estos son como por ejemplo el cambio de sensor de Shulks, que es como por ejemplo la cantidad de frecuencia a la que suena, cambios de la nieve en polvo y algunos cambios técnicos en la 21W05A y también otros par de errores corregidos. Toda esta información estará en la descripción del video y si quieres un video con más información te lo dejaré también en la descripción.
This is a question from Ali 07170707. Why do we have to wait until 2021 summer for the Caves and Cliffs update to be released?
We don't want to rush it. We need to take the time we need to prototype, understand the vision for it and so on. And also, of course, take the time to work with the community on this. So we can start to release betas and snapshots, get feedback, improve, and then continue on that for quite long.
When we do snapshots, you'll probably see a lot of different changes. Things will be very different from Minecraft Live, I think.
You're gonna change the cover a bit, right?
Yes.
I like it though, but it's a bit too blue. The green is a bit too blue.
It was a prototype texture.
Okay, this question I adore from Sparkle Zax 152. What kind of music do the devs like? At one point I was walking through an area of devs. They were playing Paganini's Caprice 24 and I was like, wow, look at that.
I think listening to classic music is the best when coding. Because
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
if there's music with a lot of text, I tend to listen to that. But the classic is I'm inspired.
It's good for concentration.
It's good, it's super good, yes.
There's also a lot of people that listen to game soundtracks and stuff. Loads of people do that.
Yes, I love to listen to game music.
Yeah.
I get so nostalgic. So the next question is from Alpha Jazz 1. What mob describes your personality? I don't know.
I know what you are.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You're the new one. You're the axolotl. You're very sweet and kind, but you can also be feisty.
I do like the mix of it being super adorable and then attacking all the things in the water.
I know what I am, definitely. I'm a skeleton, yeah.
What about you, Joel?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the glow squid.
Oh, of course.
This question is by the EA6655. Is this cool? This is an amazing texture render from...
I love how there's so many things from Nether update in this one. That's really cool.
Very
It would be like a never sort of golem, I guess. One problem. Too many elbows. So if it's something that's really big, then joints are okay. Awesome. Well done.
Super well done.
So this next question is about biomes and creating biomes. And I think we'll actually give that one to one of our Mojang Studios team members in Redmond in Washington. Take it away.
Okay, so we have a question from Y. Minkowski, and his question is, how do you add a biome in Minecraft? Okay, so the process is actually relatively straightforward. What you're gonna need to do is create a new file in the biome subdirectory of a behavior pack. And within this file, you wanna add a JSON structure that defines or describes your biome. But be sure to give this file a unique name unless you want to replace an existing biome that you have in this subfolder.
That was such a great explanation. Thank you. It's so great to see all the things the community come up with. Lots of things we would never even imagine, and we get very inspired.
from Electro Network. If you could rename Minecraft, what would you name it?
We can't rename Minecraft. So next question is from Chili Chapters. What's the closest an update has been to being released before being cancelled completely? As far as I know, we haven't cancelled an update. However, we do change the scope all the time. So we maybe remove features, add new features, change the design of features. So when we released Update Aquatic, we originally planned to release another update at that point, but then decided it was better to do Update Aquatic then. It really felt that we needed to update the oceans then.
Yes.
They had been
Exactly.
empty for too long. You were walking around, it was so pretty, and then oh, let's go for a swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
It was dead, nothing. So yeah, then we have a question from Awesome K-Tron, and it's awesome without E. Have you ever found a bug in the game that was too good to remove? And if you have, what was it?
Bees.
Yeah, because they're literally bugs.
Yeah. The best bug.
Oh, funny.
Very funny. Long time ago now, for Update Aquatic, when I worked on the ocean ruins, I remember I got the placement of them a bit wrong, so they ended up on land. But that looked kind of cool. So I actually decided to keep it, so they now can either generate on the beaches, not the mountains, that would be weird, but close to water and also underwater.
Every time we make a mistake, we can just fix it and it will get better, or the mistake is actually the fix.
Thank you so much for watching. There are also more Ask Mojangs coming up, so if you want to, you can also, of course, feel free to subscribe to this channel.
Ya que has llegado a esta parte del video, recuerda que puedes suscribirte, darle like, comentar y compartir el video con toda la gente que le guste este tipo de contenido.
Dearest Diary, I have now been trapped in Minecraft longer than I've been alive. I didn't even know that was possible. I travelled into Minecraft to research survival for my once popular YouTube series. Be warned, my story is incredibly tragic, so you better cry. Six episodes in, I was excited to try playing Minecraft for the first time. I was less enthusiastic about the top secret technology that would literally put me inside Minecraft. Behold, handsomeness incarnate. Some people say that I'm far prettier pixelated, and that's why my husband and I are no longer together. When you first spawn in Minecraft, you're given all the tools you need to survive, and as many helping hands as you can hold. Only joking, you get nothing. For years, Minecraft had no tutorials at all, leaving the player to have to try and figure out what they were supposed to do to survive. The game's opening is a mystery for the player to solve, and the less we tell you, the more satisfying solving it will be. Telling you how Minecraft works is the antithesis of this strategy, which is why this show should be cancelled immediately. Cynics might say this approach is just a convenient excuse not to tutorialise the game properly. In fact, I said that, and Mojang Studios bribed me with this cushy voiceover gig to ensure I wouldn't ever say it again. Since those early days, we've added more tutorials to the game's menus and on something called Minecraft.net. Never heard of it. But whatever approach you take, hopefully it won't be long until you figure out your first goal: survive the night. Daytime in Minecraft lasts around 10 real-time minutes. Then night falls, and hostile mobs rise. If you haven't built a shelter by then, well, I'll be wishing you luck from inside my home. No, you can't come in. We think it's a reasonable deadline. one that's tense enough to give the game purpose without being overly harsh. If you had 5 hours, that gives you too much time to get bored and try a better survival and crafting game. Not that such a thing exists. Of course, building a house in real life takes slightly longer than 10 minutes. Here's a house I tried to build in real life in the same time frame. Bet you wish you didn't get the house in the divorce now, don't you, Jonathan? Having survived my first night, I decided to celebrate by going back inside and hiding. Did I say hiding? I meant pondering what makes survival in Minecraft fun. See, most games are power fantasies. They give you access to superpowers, incredible combat skills, infinite lives, and the ability to have a conversation without accidentally saying something stupid. But Minecraft and other survival games took another approach. In our game, you can't jump very far. You have to eat and watch your health, and you are far from invincible. Fun? Potentially, yes. Instead of a power fantasy, we're offering something, well, I hesitate to use the word realistic because I don't want you to laugh at me. But by making you more vulnerable and equipping you with a more plausible skill set, we're offering a fairer, more compelling challenge. Crafting a survival game that's fun but fair is a tricky balance to get right. For example, with hunger and daylight constantly ticking down, Minecraft's survival mode has 2 persistent deadlines. Whereas, if we added more deadlines, we risk the stress levels rising to the point you're not enjoying the experience anymore. 48 hours in, and I was starting to crack. I'm not ashamed to admit that I cried then. For several hours. Proper ugly crying too. Okay, maybe I am a little ashamed. Enough feeling sorry for myself. It was time to take my survival seriously. After all, how hard can it be? Luckily in Minecraft, death is temporary. That's because we're not trying to simulate the feeling of dying. No, that version didn't sell for some reason. We're trying to simulate the anxiety of struggling to get home after an overambitious shopping trip. Trip. See, finding treasures in Minecraft is just the start. Getting them home safely, that's the real survival challenge. If you perish in Minecraft, you lose all your possessions. However, you still have a chance to get all your stuff back, so long as you didn't die because somebody told you it was possible to take a bath in lava. You'll have to travel from your spawn point to where you perished. This risk-reward system, wherein you're offered a dangerous chance to reclaim your lost treasures, makes for a compelling challenge. One we're always careful not to dilute in successive updates. For example, in the award-deserving Nether update, we added respawn anchors, so you could set your own spawn points in the Nether. But to make sure we weren't making survival too easy, that spawn point has to be crafted from items that require exploring the Nether. See, there's always a catch. And I should know. I signed that contract without reading it after all. And that's how we make survival fun. Debatably. Oh, stop that. I can't be killed by a cow on camera again. And there you have it. It was a fun adventure, I'll admit, but I sure am glad not to be trapped in Minecraft anymore. Which is exactly what I plan to say as soon as someone gets me out of here. Hello? Anyone? Jens, old chum? Jonathan, even?
Ya hemos llegado al final de nuestra transmisión y recuerda que si te gustó el video puedes darle like, suscribirte, darle a la campanita, compartir el video y comentar también. Y recuerda vivir tus sueños y no soñar tu vida. Adiós mis queridos amigos.